Come here.
The teacher-student relationship starts on the first day of school. How it develops depends largely on how teachers and students view one another. Is it us against them, or are we in it together? Mutual respect and a shared purpose are key.
When you think, well, what kind of question can I bring? These are the questions you need to be asking yourself to make sure your questions are...
The quality of the teacher-student relationship is a huge factor in terms of classroom management. And some would say that maybe it's the most important factor in the sense that if you don't have a good teacher-student relationship, it's harder to make the other parts work. And if you do, it's easier to make the other parts work.
So what I'd like you to do, again, when I'm finished with the directions, one person from your group is going to...
Developing relationships with scores of students is both an art and a science. The interpersonal aspect of the teacher-student relationship hinges on finding the balance between asserting control over the classroom and turning operations over to the kids. While neither extreme is appropriate, the research shows that blending the dynamics of dominance and cooperation is ideal.
Okay. Right here?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
What do you notice?
They're the same shapes except it's in different order.
Very good noticing. Soon-Ho, you should have had a book yesterday in your desk for this morning. Remember, we don't need to have so much walking around first thing in the morning. James, I need you to have a seat, please. Alex, quickly get a book and have a seat. You guys should have books in your desks.
What dominance means is that the teacher gives the message that he or she is in control and is the one setting goals and can be trusted, to give guidance both in terms of content and behavior. Cooperation, behavior that communicates appropriate cooperation, is behavior that signals to students that you are interested in them as individuals and that you consider the class a team, and there are decisions that are commonly made by the team.
Okay, if you are sitting and you've not made your lunch choice, you need to please go take care of that. Can you...
Tamara Anglin establishes her dominance in the classroom by setting up rules and procedures with student input early in the year. Her strong voice and direct eye contact reinforce her message. And when students don't follow the rules, she persists until the appropriate behavior is displayed.
While you guys are reading, go ahead and take your math folders out. I'm sorry, Elshade, you're not supposed to be out of your seat. If you have a question, you need to raise your hand. One of the things that we try to do is to let the children know that you are the learners here. Mrs. Anglin is the teacher. You're responsible for the learning. I can give it to you, but you have to be the ones that absorb the knowledge. I am going to put a blue rhombus right here. Okay, any other suggestions? Hey, thank you for raising your hand. Eric, what do you think?
A red trapezoid.
A red trapezoid. So one of the things I'm trying to get the children to do is when I'm talking, you're not talking, your eyes need to be on me. That lets me know that they're paying attention.
A red trapezoid.
Alex, I'm going to stop you for just a second. I hear pattern blocks hitting the table. Alex is explaining to us a different way. I need pattern blocks to be quiet. I don't need them moving.
Tamara exhibits appropriate dominance by intervening with disciplinary actions when students repeatedly break the rules.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. You need to come put your name under wasting learning time. If you have a question for me, your hand needs to go up. Okay, second graders, you need to quietly take out your... I have some who consistently either don't raise their hand or they're constantly talking out, and immediately I let them know, okay, it's, wasting learning time. I have that wasting learning time chart as kind of a warning. And these are things that we go over and we talk about every day, and probably 5, 6, 7 times a day. Okay, this is the time when you're not talking. This is the time when you can. But when I call you back and I ask you not to talk, then you need to respect that and be a good listener. Okay, second graders, we're going to be doing 4 different choice time activities today. Find the block, ways to fill. Those are
While clearly in control of her classroom, Tamara also exhibits cooperation. By giving her students a choice in how they approach the content, She shows them that she cares about them as individuals.
Very good. Nice job. Choice time is basically where they do get in small groups and they play games. The teacher's job in that is to facilitate and to be a role model. I introduce an activity, make sure that the children understand what they're doing, and then they basically take it from there. You raised your hand and said you didn't quite understand. Do you want me to go over it with you again? I have to stop myself a lot because I tend to really want to be the teacher, and I have to remember that I am a facilitator. I am the person who's, okay, this is what you need to do. I've explained it to you, now you show me. So I did that today, and it worked. Now show me a different face. Remember, the face is smooth. Right here? Okay, can you make that face fit one of these shapes here? Very good, all right. Now, what about that side? Oh.